Why do you think these politicians see the FDA's approval of mifepristone as their ideal target?
Yeah, so I think that the anti-abortion movement has been really focused on this drug even before Dobbs happened. They were really fixated on it because they saw the way the winds were blowing. They saw the way that more and more people were preferring to use these pills rather than having a procedural abortion in a clinic, whether that's because it's way cheaper to use the pills, whether it's because it's hard to get to a clinic in a lot of parts of the country, especially now post Dobbs, isn't a clinic anywhere around. Maybe they don't want to have to go past the protesters at those clinics. Tons of different reasons to prefer to use the pills. And ever since under the Biden administration, they became more easily accessible through telemedicine or at retail pharmacies. That option has only become more and more and more popular. And so now we're at a place where at least 2/3 of all abortions are using the pills compared to having a procedural abortion in a clinic. And so it makes perfect sense that anti-abortion groups that want to end all abortions would really focus their energy here. And so, rather than going state by state, which they absolutely are still doing, trying to pass state by state restrictions, and there's been fights, in state legislatures, there's been fights in the courts, there's been fights with these ballot initiatives. But at the same time, they think that if they can get the federal policy changed, that could be like one fell swoop to knock out a lot of access at once.